Hello and may the force be with you, my fellow Star Warriors. Also, a big hello from Dr. Darth Vader and Master Yoda. Alright, Ahsoka Part 3 dropped last week, and I had the good fortune to watch it on Sunday. Here are my thoughts about it. By the way, if you want to check out my thoughts on parts 1 and 2, the links are in the description below. And part 4 drops today, Wednesday, the 6th of September. So let's see what Ahsoka and the Star Wars universe has in store for us in the next episode. Here is what I thought of part 3. Okay, so I have written my review on StackMe and I'm going to be reading it out to you. Please bear with me, even if I digress a lot. Alright, so as you know, I am Axat and I want to know what you think about the first 2 episodes if you have watched them. And if you have not, then get ready for a ride into hyperspace. And that reminds me about another iconic piece of science fiction, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which had an absolutely awesome max take on hyperspace. I won't spoil it for you, I just recommend that book with a heart of gold. You will know what I'm talking about if you watch the movie or read the book, which might be a little tough given these fast times in which not everybody likes to read. But do check out Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the movie. If you are short on time, read the book if you have time. And check out Project Bibliotherapy as well. They are inspired heavily by Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Anyway, let's get back to Ahsoka after that little digression which I warned you about, at which I am proficient digressing. If you like how I go through this episode, please do check out my reviews of Ahsoka parts 1 and 2 like I said. And first of all, I want to say that if you have never watched Star Wars before, this series is a good place to start. Not only do you get to see the finest production values thanks to ILM's StageCraft technology, but you do not need to know anything about the previous series to begin watching this. Another series that you can watch if you are not comfortable with aliens is Andor, which has mostly human characters in the main cast and a plot that does not go off on too many tangents. So you can check that out too. Unlike me, going off on tangents, because I find sticking to one topic too boring. What about you? Why would you want to think about just one thing all day long? Just kidding. It is totally up to you to do whatever you want, people. Free will is one of the central tenets of the Jedi way, totally opposite to the Mandalorian way, made famous by their creed or motto, "This is the way." I adore Baby Yoda, and his real name, Grogu, played a big part in deciding my little daughter's nickname, Gogu. Her name is Advitya, by the way. Ahsoka was being trained by Anakin Skywalker, who would go on to be Darth Vader. Double delight over there. But he left before completing her training, and she did the same thing with her Padawan, which is Jedi for student, Sabine Wren. So as we pick up where parts 1 and 2 left off, Sabine has resumed Jedi training and Commander Hera is debriefing the New Republic leaders. Now, somewhere along the way while I was writing this, I either saw or was reminded of some Japanese thing, and it reminded me about the karate do we used to be taught in school, in my alma mater, the Lawrence School Sanar. This one. And the badge right here as well. Okay, so what I remember from that is Ichi, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Shichi, Hachi, Kyo, Joy. So this was the way that our karate instructor used to take us through the katas, the basic movements which form the ultimate martial art. But reminiscences and martial arts for self-defense only, remember, aside, enough talk, time for action, and a space dogfight ensues. There is no sound in space, but there are whooshing sounds like the ones deadlines make when they go by, according to Douglas Adams. So that's more some Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy for you. And obviously I've always loved that quote, I love deadlines. I love the whooshing sound they make as they go by. So Douglas Adams had a notorious writer's block, but considering that he delivered not just Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency as well, which is also a series I forget on which platform, uh, but it stars Elijah Wood, Frodo. So you might want to check that out. It's a pretty random, topsy-turvy thing. So if you like, chaotic scenarios, you might want to check it out. Okay, so, and in this episode, there's, for the first time, as far as I know, in Star Wars, a character walks out of a porthole and into outer space. Now, of course, Princess Leia had done this in The Last Jedi when the spacecraft she is on has been blown up, and she just kind of raises her hand and force wields, flies herself into the airlock of a neighboring ship and is rescued from there. But she did not have a spacesuit or anything. And this here is Ahsoka Tano in a spacesuit with sort of magnetized boots and all. So it kind of fits into the character arc, into the story. And Ahsoka, at least, like I said, has a spacesuit on. And we get to see star whales, which are named Purgils. So this naming thing brings me to another sort of little niggle that I have with the Star Wars universe, which is, it seems like sloppy, lazy naming sometimes. What is, if you break down Purrgil, it's like the cats go purr and gills are with fish, so Purrgils, so that it has a bit of a soft, memory trigger as well with the purr of the cat, and gills for the fish. By the way, whales are mammals, they do not have gills. So those things aside, I'm just, like Ahsoka is just King Ashoka of Bimbisar fame. I think his father was Bimbisar, but he was in the Kalinga War and he became a Buddhist after witnessing the horrors of war. So Ahsoka is just SNH flipped. And then there's a character called General Azadi. Azadi is, Hindi / Urdu / Indo-Indian for freedom. Right, so these kind of lazy namings are sometimes what grinds my gears, like Peter Griffin from Family Guy used to say in a very memorable segment he used to do on their cable TV. Okay, huge shout out to Eman Esfandi for being an actor and a rapper / poet, which is what I aspire to be. And that's all for now, folks. So I will be watching part 4 tonight, and I will give you my review over the next week. Thank you so much for watching. May the force be with you once again. If you're not a Star Warrior yet, this is a good place to start. So check out Ahsoka, check out my reviews, and make sure you smash that sub button for awesomax fun, because the Asia Cup Super 4s are coming up. If you like the Indian cricket team, I give highlights and I will try and live stream that match as well. It's on Sunday, India versus Pakistan once again. So the last match was washed out, as you may know. And Manchester United will not play till the 16th of September, but yeah, so the Indian Super League will also be starting in October, I guess, this time. The Durand Cup was won by Mohan Bagan, Super Giants, and all sorts of things in the sports arena coming up as well. And I'm looking forward to a lot of, cup creating, as we used to say in Sanar, a lot of excitement with Advitya, my baby daughter. Okay then, thanks once again. Namaste, take care, stay safe, and may the force be with you.